Recently I've been waking up every morning and getting pretty excited about this YouTube thing and where it could potentially lead, and hopefully helping some people on the way and meeting some new people and creating new things. And I'm incredibly thankful for, I guess, what's happened in the last 6 months to me. And I hope it continues in a lot of ways. And I hope that I have the strength and the courage and to pursue the life goals that I've set for myself in a short period of time. I had to do a lot of reflection in order to get to certain conclusions. And I had to heal my younger self in some ways from potentially some of the traumas that happened and some of the agreements. I'm referencing the four agreements, the agreements that I've built up over the years from lectures from family members, or the beliefs I had in myself. I intend to keep shattering them. It just takes a lot of energy, It takes a lot of work, and I think a point that allowed me to really understand where I'm headed was when I was hanging out with my friends in Atlantic City, gathered around a fire. It was a beautiful night, weather was perfect. We were right next to the beach and around people we love. And I was asking them, hey, what are your guys' plans and goals, And one of my friends asked me, he's like, Rob, do you ever turn off? Do you ever switch it off? And I don't think it was, 6 months before, I'm telling you, 6 months ago, I hated technology. I'm telling you, I deleted my Instagram. I didn't have a TikTok. I didn't Snapchat anyone. I used Spotify to listen to music, and I'd make phone calls and go and hang out with people in person. So I don't think on means technology, plugged in. I think on meant always grinding towards this thing, this thing, this faraway shit. And that night, I remember thinking to myself when I was walking alone for a second, I said, no, I don't really want to turn off. I don't really want to turn off. And I think to a lot of people, this type of mentality just comes down to working, and work has this kind of negative connotation in our society and in life. My religious text, my spiritual text, my spiritual guiding text is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And he writes about a myriad of different situations in life. And he talks about work. He says that to work with love is essentially equivalent to being one with nature. I don't think working's a bad thing. I really don't. Especially when your goal is a little bit bigger than you. It's bigger than your immediate satisfaction or your a cushy life for yourself. If the goal is something that could genuinely take your whole lifetime, there's nothing like it, because you wake up, I wake up every day feeling excited about what I can do next, what I can make next, the conversations I can have. I remember watching an interview from Elon Musk and him saying, it's important to be excited about the future. And I think so much of society, whenever I talk to a lot of my peers and just people in general, I'm like, how you doing? How's life? And the two responses I usually get is meh, or hey, I woke up this morning. And both of those just seem incredibly helpless. It's like in both those situations, the people are victims of the circumstances that they've placed themselves in. And I think there's a lot to take in when it comes to this life and how the world has developed, how things are headed, and it is the default to feel very small and insignificant in all these things. Just because there's so many of us, right? There's like 8 billion people on the planet. But then I don't know. Just think about the fact that out of those 8 billion, let's say like two thirds probably don't have the capacity to change anything like that significantly. You know, if you're watching this video, if you're sitting in the United States or some first world country, I mean, just by virtue of you being there, you already have a larger say in what happens to the world, right? So if you didn't feel important, there you go. There's some importance, you know. On top of that, it's your life, right? I mean, do what you want to do. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he said he's an immigrant dentist. He just got his license in the United States, and he was saying, I was like, what are your goals, man? What do you want to do? And he said, I want to have a family and kids and enjoy my time with those people and just live a beautiful life. And I was like, awesome, amazing. I hope you do that. I really do. That you of all people deserve that type of thing. But I couldn't help thinking about my mother. I couldn't help thinking about all of the other immigrants that have come to the United States and first world countries, and how they're basically driven by this one inflection point. Usually by this one inflection point of their parents saying to them, or someone saying to them, or something in their head saying to them that they need to get to this other country and get the highest paying job in that country, and then everything will be taken care of. I've never been a believer that humans are really all that different than animals. I don't think that this world was like made for humans or whatever. I don't think that the things that we feel are unique to just human beings. I think animals probably feel these things, maybe even atoms, electrons. I don't know. I think life is ubiquitous. I think all the laws, it's everywhere. So we're not really all that special. So then are we supposed to just kind of chill out and sit around and see what happens around us? I don't know, if I compare us to a deer, one doe, is there another doe that is simultaneously destroying the world? Do they have that much power? Right? Can I point to any single human being that is currently trying to destroy the world? Actively? Maybe if I looked hard enough, I guess. But it's probably a lot of us. It's probably a lot of us that are contributing to global warming and like selfish ideas and helplessness. There's probably a lot of us that are doing that. So I don't know. I don't know if we should get the luxury of sitting around, because our own species is not sitting around. It's changing shit. I think there's gonna come a point in every human's life where they have to pick a side. There's either changing the world for the better or not. So I wonder who out of the people that I know, which side they're gonna pick, right? And I think there's gonna be a lot of heing and hawing, but really it's a binary thing. Do you wake up every morning thinking about trying to make the world a better place? That you're actually part of a movement, or do you not? It's that simple. And if you don't, it's very likely you're not doing anything about it. So some food for thought. Some food for thought. What is it today? Wednesday afternoon thoughts from Terapify. In the comments down below, I got some links to my other social media and stuff. My goal is to help humanity build its emotional intelligence. I want to give people things to think about so they can figure out their own way of helping change things for the positive, for the better. You know. Let me know if you vibe with this video. I'd be curious. I intend to do more like this to kind of chill me out. Sometimes I get excited. But they are supposed to be vlogs after all. So, cheers. Have a beautiful day, and think about beautiful things. Take care.